here in Las Vegas, Mountain West Conference Football Media Days. I'm sitting with Garrett Grayson, quarterback, Colorado State. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Do you know you are the leading returning passer in the Mountain West Conference this year?
I do.
You did know? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you knew that. Last year over 3,600 yards passing, school record. You had a 1,700-yard rusher in Capri Bibbs, who's now gone. A lot of people aren't really saying your name in the Mountain West, but if you look at your numbers, you're one of the best that did it last year. What kind of pressure do you feel is on you this year to even have a bigger year?
I don't think there's a ton of pressure, I guess. Obviously, I think I'll put more pressure on myself than anyone. Obviously, we know we had a ton of good quarterbacks last year in the Mountain West, and, we've returned a bunch. Chucky was obviously out. He'll be back. I'm sure he's ready to go and excited to get back out there. But I'm just looking to go out there and build kind of on last year. And anytime you get complacent, nothing good happens. So I've just been working hard this spring and summer, trying to get better and hopefully go out there and have a better season this year.
Now, I played running back in college, and I know a quarterback's best friend is a running back that can get you about 4.5 yards on first down. Yeah. Bibbs is gone. Who are some guys that are going to step in and fill his shoes this year?
Right now that's kind of been our thing this summer is running back competition. Last year it was quarterbacks with me and Connor, and this year, I think there's about 4 or 5 guys really that are kind of battling for that number 1 spot, and it's been fun to kind of watch those guys battle it out, and it's making them work harder because each one wants that starting role, and so Coach Mack talks about it all the time. Competition brings out the best in everyone, so I think that's pushing them a ton this summer, and it'll be fun to watch everything unfold, and obviously like you said, running back's one of your best friends, so I'm hoping whoever gets that spot can get a consistent 3, 4, 5 yards on those first downs. So anytime you get those yards, it makes it easier to second and third down. So
yeah, watching film on you last year, you finished the year really strong. What are some things you've done personally during this off season to get yourself better in 2014?
I think the biggest thing for me was just start the season this year like I finished last year, because first 2 games, I've said it a bunch, those first 2 games last year for me, I played terrible and felt like I kind of let the team down, and so I don't ever want to do that again. It still is with me and still bothers me, because I feel like those 2 were games that we easily should have won, and so I want to make sure I take each game this season like I did towards the end of last year, and I went and met with Coach Mack after the second game last year, and just asked him, what he wants out of every play and what he wants, when I'm watching film, and that's kind of when my season changed, I think, because I got to hear, from the head man, and when you've got a guy that came from where he came from in Alabama, he makes you respect them much more and trust him. So,
yeah, you and Rashad Higgins last year seemed to be on the same page, had good chemistry. Have you been working out with them this spring and this summer, trying to make sure you guys can carry that over into the season?
No, we've been working out a ton. I went back and watched the games last year, and there was still a ton of throws that I missed, and there's little things that we need to work on, timing on routes, things like that. And so that's been our biggest thing this summer is getting those timing routes, things that the ball needs to be out quick. That's the biggest thing for us is getting those things down and making sure, we're on the same page. So,
what can we expect to see from Colorado State football this year?
Another successful season, I guess. And last year, that was our thing, is to get to a bowl game and then win the bowl game. Obviously, we didn't want to just get there; we wanted to win it. And so I think this year we're fighting for that Mountain West championship. That's kind of our number 1 goal, is to get to that game. And then like I said, we want to win that game and then go on to a bowl game and win that game. So that's everyone's number 1 goal, and that's what we've been working for.
Thanks a lot.
So thank you.
For continued coverage of Mountain West Conference Football Media Days, stay tuned to CampusInsiders.com.